This is Mike. Hey, Durrani here. Welcome back to Way of the Hunter. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's having a good one. Hope everybody's staying freaking warm because it is cold out. Yes, Morgan, it is cold out. Hey, Morgan, Rave, Mike, glad you guys can make it. I'm gonna start deeming Sundays as like chill days where I play my chill game, either hunting games or Battlefield 6 or other chill games I might find that might help me relax after the long week. And so we are going into Way of the Hunter again. I am going to be doing some story in this one. However, if somebody does have Way of the Hunter and they have multiplayer unlocked, because you do have to onboard. In other words, you have to play a little bit of, I think, of the story to unlock multiplayer. If you have it available, hit me up in chat and maybe we can do some multiplayer hunting, because most of this I don't even know if I'm going to do story, to be quite honest, now that I think about it, because more of it is just like walking around exploring, hunting, and to be quite honest, chilling with you guys and chatting with you guys about how the week's gone, things that have happened during the week, and all that other fun stuff. So yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with story. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to free hunt. And again, if you have multiplayer unlocked and you want to join, I'll switch it over to, you know what? No, scratch that. I'll switch it over to multiplayer now. Why am I even bothering? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know if you have to have the map for this, but private server is going to be on. I'm going to choose river. I'm going to go ahead and create a server. I have never been to Elkcrest Island. It is the last map that was available on Way of the Hunter. So dig up some potatoes. Oh, you don't have it unlocked, Mike? No worries, no worries. I'm just going to multiplayer hunt anyway. And again, if anybody does have it available or opened up, just pipe up in chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to chill and do some hunting. Never been on Elkcrest. Actually, if nobody can join in. I know I keep seesawing on this. If nobody can join in, maybe I'll just go ahead and do story anyway, because at least I can knock some of that stuff out. And I can just simply change it if I need to. There we go. Maybe I'll dig some potatoes up Monday. Oh, speaking of which, shoot, I'm supposed to be going into work tomorrow because I'm supposed to be moving my desk.
Elkcrest Island is the best North American getaway for any hunter. Only in this reserve,
I was hoping it was North America.
Some of the biggest animals on the continent, assembled all in one place. Nice. The biggest moose, the biggest elk, the biggest bears, even bison. Everyone is here.
The biggest hunters.
In case you haven't met them before. Cougars,
the biggest toilets, the biggest outhouses.
Here to give you variety. The diversity for a relatively small island is truly unprecedented.
Nice. I like their lodges, and I like that when you start a hunt, you actually start your hunt. The very first thing you have is like your main lodge where you can actually put your trophies in. Now I've got like one trophy down on one map. That's it, because the downside is the trophies are freaking expensive to mount, which is crazy. But anyway, okay, so we had an idea of what's going to be available to hunt. Let's go ahead and I'm going to gear up. Let's see. You're under a level 3 storm warning. Yeesh. No vehicles on the road other than emergency vehicles. Wow. See, that's my concern is I'm supposed to be going to work tomorrow because I'm supposed to move my desk. They want to complete moves this week. My concern is the roads, because they did lay down. We did get a ton of snow, but we got a couple, we got a few inches of snow. Couple inches, few inches, but the big thing is the temperature also hasn't let up. So anytime I've ever been into an auto accident, the last few auto accidents that I've had, which has been, fingers crossed, knock on wood, whatever, have been due to like, well, I was run off the road by a semi. That doesn't count. But before then was like due to black ice. Like there were a couple times where I ended up in accidents due to black ice. And I mean, you don't even have to be driving fast. I remember I was like driving at a crawl in the morning, and I was headed to work, and I don't believe I was going over 30, and this is on the highway. And there was a curve, and it was like, oh nope, not turning, can't turn, and there's the median, and I smacked into the median. Well, yeah, it's concerning tomorrow. I'm hoping I can go to get it done. At the same time, I'm reluctant to go because it's gonna be so cold. Hey Atifa, how you doing? You were doing 100 things, but you had to stop by and say, oh, well, so hello, thank you for stopping by, appreciate it. Hey Sirens, how you doing? Hope you had a good one. Hope you enjoyed the EDC Squirrel stream on Saturday. I know there's a lot of chat. I think I missed some questions. I was going over some stuff. I was supposed to go in here and freaking change weapons. I don't know where anything is. I've never been on this map. I like the kitchen though. This kitchen's freaking fantastic. Holy crap. This is nice. I would kill for a kitchen like this. I would murder for a kitchen like this. Why does everybody, why in every game, why does everybody have one of these coffee, what are these coffee things, makers, whatever? That's the same one that's in Arc Raiders. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm enthralled with this kitchen. This kitchen's just fantastic. Okay, we gotta go. I gotta figure out where to change weapons. I know the bed's probably upstairs. There we go. A whole lot of places to mount stuff. I'm gonna do some mounting, if you get what I mean. Animals, taxidermy, you know. Where the frick is my bed? Okay, there's beds in here, but that's not my bed. Like, where do I change my shit? Ooh. Oh. Dude, kids, see, this is what if I ever won the lottery, okay? Actually, I don't know if I'd even be able to afford it if I won the lottery, but if I ever won the lottery, this is what I want to stare out on. I'd want something like this, staring out on my land, like that, lake and all. Now, the insects might not be fun, but maybe a colder, maybe I'd deal with cooler climate to have this view. Hell yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think lottery winnings would even cover half this. Hey, yeah, you have to unlock multiplayer. I think you have to play through some of the story. I forgot how quick it is to unlock multiplayer because it's been years since I did that bit. I'm still trying to figure out where my bed is and how to unlock my shit. Wait, is it separate from this thing? Am I in the other building? There's like two buildings. Oh, there's like a bridge. I could have just, never mind. Oh my god, it's got two kitchens. All right. Found it. Where's my gun stuff? There it is. Right. Okay, so we already know there's gonna be some bigger aminals to slap silly. QWERTY, how you doing? Oh, you played it for a good minute before? Okay. Yeah, let me know and I'll open up multiplayer. Again, if you have the game, you have multiplayer unlocked for Way of the Hunter, pipe up in chat and I'll open up multiplayer and we can futz around. We can all hunt together while I babble. So we have bigger stuff. I'm gonna grab, as my secondary, we're gonna grab the, nope, We are going to grab the Remington long range 300 Win Mag. Well, we have Bison. That should be enough for a Bison. 300 Win Mag. We'll grab that. We have the Leopold. Yep. And then for my main, I am going to grab something. Shoot, should I 7mm? 7mm Magnum is a little high for some. Let's. No. Maybe. I'm thinking a 30-08 or 308. What did I say? 30-08. 308. Either a 308 or a 270. Thought I had a 308. Do I not have a 308? Thought I owned one. Oh, yep, I do. Do a 308. That should be fine. Or should I do 243 or 308? The sucky part is I can only hold 2 rifles, unlike Call of the Wild where I can hold 3 or 4, maybe 5. This one, I you know, when I first got this, I hated the game, which you know, and I stuck with Call of the Wild. I still love Call of the Wild, but I disliked this game when it first came out, and I stuck with Call of the Wild. After having come back to it, and granted, I think the last map that they have here, the Elkcrest that I'm on, that was they said that this is going to be their last DLC. They're concentrating on another hunting game. But since I played it, because when I played this, it was like a few years ago. I got it when it dropped. I disliked it. Now, with all the tweaks and all that other stuff that they've done, I think it's great. I think it's a fantastic hunting game. Or at least I'm enjoying it. Now, I think it has a more like it's more of a hunting simulator. While both Call of the Wild is, they're both hunting simulators. This is more of a simulator than I think Call of the Wild is. Call of the Wild has a lot more in terms of DLC, firearms, and maps, and the maps are also larger. I think the hunting's a little easier in Call of the Wild. This one's a little bit more difficult. Things spook a lot easier in this one. Tracking is a little bit more difficult. You don't have dogs in this one. But they each have their own pluses and minuses. I would suggest, if you have both of them, I would suggest trying both and see which one you like better. I've been enjoying this one simply because I like Call of the Wild. I have nearly 900 hours put into it. And so I played that a lot. I haven't played this one anywhere near as much. So I've been really enjoying all the changes since I first tried it. And yeah, been doing a little bit more in this one right now. So what was I saying? 308. I got a 308. I got 300. Yeah, we'll go with 308. I'm tempted to go 6.5 because it shoots so flat. And the 6.5 Creedmoor, I own a 6.5 Creedmoor. The 6.5 Creedmoor shoots so flat, it's amazing. However, I know, I mean, I can take down an elk with it. I know in some countries it's capable. They hunt with a 6.5 caliber. I don't know if not necessarily Creedmoor or not, but they've been known to take down moose. I could take down a moose with a good shot at close range. But I'm talking about I'd have to be probably around I'd say within 300 yards. Probably I'd probably be more comfortable with like under 200 yards to try to take down a moose with a 6.5. Yeah, we'll go with a 308. I don't think I've hunted with a 308 here. We'll use that scope as well. We're going to see what ammo they have available for the 308. I think, let's see, ammo, equipped arms only. So at the 308, the free ammo they have 2650 muzzle velocity, 2650, 2620, 2743 foot pounds, 25, 2785. The free stuff looks great. 180 grain, core lock tip. Oh, and the other difference is Way of the Hunter has actual branding. Not that I don't know. Not that I think it matters really much, other than like, you know, I can see it from the viewpoint that if you happen to like certain brands, you might be lucky enough to have one of your favorite brands in here. And, you know, I know some people get a kick out of it. I admittedly would get a kick out of it. But the only thing I have in here, I don't think I have anything like in terms of the same brand aside from ammo, like the Creedmoor ammo. The Creedmoor ammo I have in here in the game, I actually have in real life, and maybe 12 gauge. I probably have some of that, some of what they have in here in real life, but none of the firearms. I don't own the same brands as they have. You miss when games had branding. It's though I know it can get expensive. Well, I guess it depends on how they do it. If you know, if they can get brands to sponsor, in which case, you know, they help. They, you know, they see it as a form of advertising, and they help the game by putting money and then having their brand on it. Great. If it's the game company looking and searching out brands to try to get them to be a part of their game, that can get more expensive. But yeah, I guess it depends on kind of how they go about it. 300 Winchester Magnum, 3506. We're just going to stick with the free stuff because it's heavy. It hits like a Mack truck. And now, in some cases, yeah, you'd want to go with lower because depending on the size of the animal, oh, you know, yeah, I've just talked myself into it. Depending on the size of the animal, like if it's a smaller deer, because unlike Call of the Wild, they have like hunting tiers like this does, and then they have specific ammo that you're judged basically on the specific ammo that you use. Okay. As long as you're using that specific ammo on, you know, relative to the animal that you're hunting, then you can get a good ranking trophy. And this is where the sim aspect comes in with Way of the Hunter. They do have hunting tiers to give you a broad idea of what you can use it for, but they go by how the animal is hit. So say I got a small mule deer, okay, and it's really close. I probably want to use, like, I could probably stick with a 308, but I'd probably want to use an ammo that hits a little lighter, in which case I might want to switch to Barnes TSX, which has a little lower muzzle energy, because too high muzzle energy and you're out of the, you know, you can screw up your trophy. Too low, same thing. There's a sweet spot. And maybe Barnes TX might fill that sweet spot where core lock tip might hit it too hard. So it's a lot more detailed in that regard if you're going for, you know, high scoring trophies and stuff like that. So yeah, I just sort of talked myself into it. I'm going to go ahead and buy some of the Barnes, so that way if I need to use something lower, I can switch to the Barnes. I'm going to stick with the Terminal Ascent, because if I'm going to use 300 Winchester Magnum, I'm probably going to want, the reason why is probably because I'm trying to hit it as hard as I can. So for this one, change ammo, and we are going to add that to the second slot. You can carry all three versions of the ammo that's available, the free and then two that you can buy. And what time is it? I like to start my day early in the freaking morning when I hunt, so sleepy time. And I've never been on this map, so there's gonna be a lot of exploration. This one does have licenses as well, so If you don't have the license to hunt in a particular area, you won't be able to hunt there. And the licenses can be kind of pricey. Generally, they're about like $4,000, a little over $4,000.
Of the island. Grasslands give animals some room to breathe. Made up of grasses, sedges, and mosses, these lands are some of the lushest you find in the north. Waterfowls and pheasants feed here. Hares and foxes find enough shrubs for cover. Even moose visit to rest once in a while, as long as there's enough tree cover nearby.
Yeah, in that case, because of the licenses, which you don't need for Call of the Wild, because of the licenses, which some people are bothered by it, but the quickest way to advance is literally by playing the story, because you have quests and optional quests or missions that earn you extra cash. Because if you're just trying to do it strictly by hunting, it's going to take you a while, because am I doing free or am I doing, I thought I was doing story mode. I'm a little concerned here. Oh yeah, I'm doing story. Whoops, I hit it. Excuse me. So yeah, you want to do story or missions so you can have a chance of doing objectives and getting extra cash for completing missions. Because if you're just doing a straight hunting, depending on what you're hunting, it could take a while. If you're hunting big game, yeah, you'll earn a little bit more. If you're just bird hunting, I mean, you're looking at anywhere from $7 to maybe, if you're lucky, $20 a pop. So it could take you a long while. And keep in mind that this is a slightly harder hunt, so things spook easier. There's been times where I've walked around and I'd have to just go back, like I haven't seen anything for an hour, go back to a cabin, fall asleep, and go somewhere else. So it can be rougher if you just go, if you're just trying to earn money by hunting. I don't know where I'm going for the story thing, because you're not telling me a whole lot about the story. Usually they go and say something, but I don't see any story markers, objectives, or anything. So, where am I going? Fuck it. Let's go check out, let's do some exploration. I am going in that direction. Yeah, it does give you a little bit more something to shoot for. Pun intended. Oh, I forgot everything else. I was like, where's my binoculars? Son of a bitch. I forgot everything else that I was supposed to be bringing with me. Namely binoculars. And, oh, I do have binoculars. Which ones do I have? Nope. Yep. And we will bring the universal collar, because I don't know everything that's here. That's good. The other downside is you don't have healing items in Way of the Hunter. So if you were like me and I was playing earlier and you get run over by a bunch of like rabid mule deer, you don't have a way to heal yourself. However, I think you just pretty much heal automatically after. I don't even see a health bar, to be quite honest. And a lot of the animals that do like actively attack you will probably just one shot you anyway. But yeah, things spook easy. So more often than not, instead of walking anywhere, I'm freaking crawling places. Because you will spook things faster than you probably will end up seeing them in Call of the Way of the Hunter. So I very rarely run in this one. Like Call of the Wild, that's one of my hunting tactics. I will run until I hear a startled sound in Call of the Wild. And once I hear a startled sound, that tells me that they're, where they are. And usually they'll do like a startled sound way before they start running. And so I'll literally make noise, run around, until I hear something. I'm like, oh, well, found a moose. And then I'll start my stalk. Here, if you run anywhere, if they hear you running, like, I think they could be like 200, 250 yards away. They're gone. They left. You'll start hearing a lot of them running for the hills. So yeah, it's a lot different. I'm guessing that's how I got here. That's cool. Can I get in the plane? Probably not. Yeah, you'll get in Call of the Wild, you'll get a warning call. And then at that point, you're just like, oh, the hunt begins. Here, you'll hear a bunch of animals like run for the hills. And you're just like, whoop, there goes everything. The only ones that don't do that, and which make me giggle inside, is if you're hunting pheasant. Pheasant, you run up to them so you can get them to take flight. And then, because they're pheasant, they'll fly a little bit and then glide back down, which admittedly makes them for some easy pickings. The best animal I have so far is a pheasant that's like all, 5 stars or whatever, however many stars it is. It's the only like 5-star animal I have in this game. Medic Brian, how you doing? Hope you have a good one. I'm still anxious about tomorrow driving. I'm really hoping. I'm tempted to just call and go, safety reasons, not going anywhere. Can we push this off till tomorrow or Wednesday? Because I love my car. It's the first Jeep. It's the first car I've actually actively bought. I mean, I'm making payments on it, but it's not a lease like practically every other vehicle I've had. It's not used, which has been like, out of any other car that I haven't leased has been, if I got was used. It's the first brand new vehicle I've ever purchased, and I want it to last. And the thought of sliding around, yes, even in a Jeep, irks me. Heard that. Anarchy, how you doing? Found some pheasant. Maybe we'll pheasant hunt in a little bit. Yeah, they do this little jump. They do this short flight and then they glide down. And as they're gliding down, yep. If you got a shotgun, it's hunting time. To the point of where hunting pheasant makes me giggle. I will say, aside from the pheasant, which are pretty easy, everything else seems to be a lot more difficult in this one. Animals do seem a little dumber in Call of the Wild. I have taken down an entire and rather large herd of deer in Call of the Wild. There was this one map. I think it's the beginning map, where you don't go too far from the starting area, and I put a tent there, and next to the tent I put a blind so I can just fast travel to the tent and then go just waltz into the blind immediately. And if there's deer in the field, like there was a large herd of deer. I'm trying to think of, I mean, it was like around 15 or so deer, around that number. I took each and every one of them down, because what would happen is I'd shoot one and I'd actually go there and harvest it and then go back to the blind. And eventually, a few moments later, they'll all return. And even though the hunting pressure at that point, because there's this hunting pressure in Call of the Wild, even though the hunting pressure was a bright freaking red, they kept coming back till I killed every deer in that herd. It was at a point where I was just like, I took a deer down. Awesome. Went back just to see if anything would happen, or, maybe something else will come by. The deer came back, took another one down. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then I went back again, and then they just kept coming back to the point of where, can I take everything down? And I did. So yeah, it doesn't happen on every spot, but at least in that one spot, the animals can be kind of dumb. You think you followed and eradicated a boar pack? Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And I'm not saying that Call of the Wild is the easiest thing, but it's easier. I think it's definitely easier than Way the Hunter. Although, like when this first started, I thought Way the Hunter was near impossible, because I remember when I first played this game, when I bought it when it just dropped, I couldn't find shit. My character would blow a fart and freaking everything from a mile away would have like ran for the hills. I remember it would be hours before I'd see anything unless I was super lucky. More often than not, I just heard them running. And I think that was like a big complaint then when it first came out. It's like people were finding it like nearly impossible to hunt. You took a step and things left. Like I said, they seem to... Ooh, shit. Things left, and it made it really, really tough to hunt, but they tweaked it, and things are a lot easier. This thing's close. I didn't plan on hunting cougar, but here we go. I was headed somewhere. Oh, yeah, I was headed to that question mark. I have a feeling that's a fast travel point. That's why I was headed there. And animals will run your ass over in here like they will in Call of the Wild. Like I said, I was trampled by a bunch of mule deer that I was hunting pheasant. I shot a pheasant and then a bunch of mule deer that were nearby, which I thought were just going to run for the hills while I was shooting pheasant, decided to charge right at me. I was like, that's nice. A few moose have tried charging me in the game, in this one. I find it funny in Call of the Wild, you shoot a buffalo and they get pissed. If you're close enough and you shoot a buffalo in Call of the Wild, they turn around, they're like, well, you're dead. And they will charge your ass. And unless you use like a giant cannon and take them down, they will charge your ass for a good long while. Admittedly, they're kind of easy to dodge, though. Over the Call of Wild, when I first played Way of the Hunter, I completely annihilated at least 10 deer herds during the starting. See, I had a hard time playing it when it first dropped. Now I'm liking it. I'm seeing a lot more than I've ever, than I saw when I first played. They're still easy to spook, but not nearly as easy to spook when the game first came out. Like I said, I could sneeze in real life and the game would hear my ass. I think it bolted. Yeah, I think it bolted. Yeah, it bolted. It was a lot closer than I know it was close, but I still didn't see it. That's fine. I wasn't aiming to hunt that guy. I just wanted to get to a fast travel point because I haven't been on this map yet. Mia, how you doing? Still chance for a melanistic albino? I don't know what the chances are. I think I've gotten a melanistic on one of the other maps. I don't recall having seen an albino of any animal yet. So, or at least I haven't been that lucky. But yeah, I've been enjoying my time quite a bit in here. Oh my god, there's a lot of cougar around here. What the fuck? There's a lot of cougar. This one's 300 yards away. Is that the same cougar that ran? That very well could be the same one that ran, because that one's 300 yards away. But yeah, like I said, been enjoying this quite a bit. And they Call of the Wild and Way of the Hunter both have their thing. I've basically been really enjoying this, mainly because it's newer to me, and I'm glad they fixed a lot of the stuff that I had issues with. The downside is there's not as much variety in this, like in terms of like the maps and the firearms and stuff. I mean, you have all your firearms covered, which is cool, which is great, but Call of the Wild does have so much more variety. And a dog. They have dogs. Wait, where's this? Oh, right there. Do they? Oh, they don't have a map here. Okay, well, I got a campsite. That's nice. At least I got a fast travel point. Where am I now? I have not yet seen any story objectives or anything, so we're just gonna keep moving. I could follow the road. Let's follow the road. Maybe if I bump into something that I can hunt, then I will do so. But we're gonna follow the road and see what I can find. This looks like it's gonna be more exploration than anything really today. I can always change maps, and I know one map I've unlocked more and more, and I can do a lot of hunting there. They announced Way of the Hunter 2 earlier. Wait, they announced it earlier this month, or they're releasing it earlier this month? Because if they're releasing it this month. Oh wait, no. They announced it. I think Mike mentioned something about it. I think they're something about they have a demo for Way of the Hunter 2 already? I didn't even see that. Hold on a second. Now I gotta look. Way of the Hunter. I can't type. Way of the Hunter soundtrack. Way of the Hunter character skin. That's not it. Okay, well, I don't see it on Steam, so if they have something like that, it's not on Steam. It must be still on their site. If it's the thing Mike was talking about, yeah, the closed beta. Okay, that's it. Except, didn't you say something they had like a... I'm gonna die. Didn't you say something like they had an NDA or something? Which it would be kind of a bummer. I'm gonna shoot you. I thought cougars were more skittish. Granted, you know, corner one you're probably gonna get toasted, but yeah, you need you need to sign up. You need to sign the NDAs. It's called Next Hunting. That's probably their working title. You know how they have a title, their working title or whatever, and then you know it gets through a bunch of stuff, and then they finally give the actual name of the game. Are you following me? Because I will shoot you in the face. I prefer a nice trophy, but I will shoot you in the face. If it's there, I don't see it. It's hiding in the grass. Oh, you're gonna be a dick, aren't you? Is he stalking me? Next Hunting Adventure is what it's called. Oh, that's what it's called on Steam. Wait, if it's available on Steam, do they still have ND on that? Hold on. Next. Nude. Not that. Next. Hunting. And wow, I can't type with shit today. Next Hunting Adventure. 9 Rock Games. There it is. THQ. Feel the thrill of hunt. Keep an eye. Oh. Well, added to the wish list. Apply. Apply here. Okay. Oh, this form is closed. Oh, that's done. Whoops. I missed it. Looks like I missed it. I just clicked on it and it said the form is closed. So it looks like they're no longer accepting applicants for the closed beta. Hey, Jeff. How you doing? Yeah, so they closed the applications for that. That's fine. The thought of having to sign an NDA kind of bugged me. but I can wait. I've got this for now. I've got Call of the Hunter for now. I might start doing another deep dive to see if there's anything new in the way of fishing. The funny thing is the last fishing game that I played was, shoot, what was it called? I don't know if I still have it installed. We were talking about fishing games before, and it was, it was called web fishing, which was a very simplistic, like low graphic or low fidelity, you know, just like indie fishing game. And I find it funny because you play a cat that likes to fish. And the funny thing is multiplayer. What happened to my marker? Crap, damn it. Got myself spun around because I'm being stalked by a freaking cougar. I've never really jumped in any, I actually don't know. Scratch that. The only closed beta I have ever jumped into, I've jumped into a closed beta for Final Fantasy 11 and then 14. I don't recall a closed beta, but at the same time, I probably clicked through one without even realizing it, but it's not like I was streaming at the time or doing anything like that. But yeah, those are probably the only closed betas I've ever jumped into. I might have jumped into others, but I can't remember what they are. Moose. Ooh, hi. You. Shut up. I'm busy. I spy an Alaska moose. Okay, so that was, it just looked different to me for some odd reason. It's a young one. That's probably why. Maybe. If I'm being stalked by a cougar, just tell I don't know if that'll work. I can give a shot. If I was being stalked by one of those cougars, just take me. Just take me now. Well, I haven't been given anything for the story, so I'm just going to indiscriminately start hunting things and making me some cash. This guy is going to be my next target. I know there's like a DNA thing. Also, that's another thing with Way of the Hunter. There's a DNA thing going on. And like if you let certain animal, like if you let them alone, there's a chance you can get larger and larger, you know, more rare animals, things like that. If you let them be. Also, they have at least in the story, and I believe it works regardless of the story. There's also like a culling thing that goes on where sometimes you'll come across animals like deer with kind of like weird antler configurations or just like goofy antlers that you might not want to have like propagate the area. Oh, well, how the fuck do I lose a moose? So culling deer with like unwanted traits is possible. Here it is. To keep them from propagating the map is another thing. From what I understand, I don't know how that's necessarily how detailed that is, but that's what I understand can occur in the game. Okay, so whole fuck ton of trees. Well, that's working. You're working for Activision. It's not like you were closed beta. They're not gonna have you come in to physically sign that thing for a closed beta. Lonnie, how you doing? All right, I'm gonna go. Apparently, I'm just gonna go right up this moose's butt. Moose are another animal in here that don't seem to care too much about you unless you're making a lot of noise. Usually, you can get up pretty close to moose. I've gotten like really close to moose and they just sort of stare at you like a deer in headlights. Kind of daring you to do something. Shush. Okay, somehow I did manage to lose the moose. Managed to lose 2 mooses. I lost 2 mooses. How does one lose mooses? Oops. Oh well. Could have sworn they were like... Never mind. There they go. Okay. I was looking the wrong direction. Spooked him. Oh well. But yeah, unfortunately, no closed beta. I'll have to wait. That's fine. I'll wait. I just hope they learned a lot from this one. You know, that's... And you'd think that would be like a given. Like they've made one already. I'm sure they've learned a lot from that and will apply everything to the new one. That's not always the case when they make a new game. So I still hope they learned a lot from this one when they create, you know, when they're working on the next one. So yeah, it still has to be said. This is gorgeous. I have a weird feeling I'm going to do nothing but walk around here. I haven't shot one single thing on this map. If I want action, I might have to go on my other map. Yeah, better optimization would be too bad. That's not, it hasn't been too bad for me. There's been a couple moments, but keep in mind, actually, now I think about it, a lot of those moments were happening as I'm streaming. Usually if I'm just playing and I'm not streaming anything like I was earlier today, I don't come across those moments nearly as, maybe once or twice, but not nearly as often as I might while I'm streaming. So I'm not running as much. Ah, scratch that. No, I'm running. I run quite a lot. I tend to have a lot of shit open even when I'm playing games. And then optimization, that's pretty much any game though too. They could always make that better for every game. They need to make optimization better for every game available. It's always going to have room for improvement. This is the way to hunt. Walking slowly at a crawl, binoculars in one hand, coffee in another. At least I'm not, at least, oh, nice view of the lodge. At least I don't think I'm being stalked by a cougar. Maybe I should leave a box of wine out and use that as a cougar lure. Lure a bunch of them over. Get it with a stampede. Ah! You're on a call with your parents about a doctor appointment? Oh. Watch an anime movie called Cosmic Princess. I'm not familiar with that one. Last thing I watched, admittedly, was Solo Leveling. Something about a power trip freaking anime. That one in particular was just awesome. Like One Punch Man and stuff like that. Just complete power trip anime is just satisfying to watch sometimes. All right, hopefully this is another fast travel point, like a parking lot or something. I might have to pull the shotgun out. I've seen more pheasant and ducks than anything. Oh, an update on the capture card for the PS5. So I did order the capture card. Been waiting on it. Was actually expecting it before this weekend, but because of the cold weather, like everything else that's been delayed for me, that has also been delayed in shipment. So I am just not having any luck with this freaking capture card. Good grief. First one never got shipped, or never, you got lost in the mail. Technically, it did get shipped, just got lost in the mail. This one, freaking now this one's delayed again because of the cold weather. I've got a few things coming that's delayed for the cold weather. I've got some pretty cool stuff, I think, coming up for next week's EDC Squirrel Live. So I'm excited for that. It's not like I have a lot coming for the EDC Squirrel Live, but I have a couple things that are just, I think, are going to be really neat. And I'm not talking those, what do you call those? I don't even know what to call those. Those mini replica swords, which I think are pretty awesome. And one of them, I don't know if I should tell you what they are. Maybe I'll just surprise you. You'll just have to tune into the EDC Squirrel Show to find out. And what that is, I have an EDC Squirrel channel. It's a separate channel I do for pocket knives, EDC stuff, and I do a lot. What the fuck is that? The hell? I do a live every Saturday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I talk about pocket knives that I've picked up within the last week. And just chat about knives, chat about the hobby, collecting, all that fun stuff. Also, managed to even suggest a few knives to one of the viewers. They were looking for a birthday present for their father, and they went ahead and got what I thought was an awesome knife. Picked up a Demco AD 20.5 clip point variant. Pretty much it's very similar to a knife that I have, except just a different blade profile. So I hope her father likes it. One of my favorite knives to carry, that alongside some Spydercos. Which I was surprised to like as much as I do. Because for the longest time, I thought they were just goofy looking and ugly. Now they're one of my favorite knives to carry. And just one of my favorite knives overall. I haven't picked up anything like 2026 new. I do have my eyes set on a few new releases that are coming from Case Knives, because they retired their mini doctor's knife, and this year they're bringing 2 new patterns up. One called the axe handle, the other one called a cheetah cub, and they both look utterly fantastic. So there's a good chance I might have a shoebox full of those eventually by the end of this year. Yeah, at least it's not lost again. It's just delayed. Well, knock on wood. The other one was delayed and lost. So, I mean, I'm just hoping it's just due to the weather. It's, you know, things have been slow. So, anyways, as far as like everything that's been going on this week, what do you guys think of some of the games that have been up and running this week? And I've been playing what, Quarantine Zone. What do you guys, the fuck are the noises? Quarantine Zone, Wicked Seed, Ducks, I think. I don't know. I'm hearing them, but I'm not seeing shit. So far, the only thing I've actually seen were the mooses. If I can get that capture card in, I'd love to finally finish Death Stranding 2. Still have to jump back in there so I remember what I'm doing. Maybe knock out some road building or something. That's got... I don't think that's a huntable bird. I don't know what that is. Oh, pheasant. Okay. I didn't have my hunter vision on. That's why I wasn't seeing where they were at. I might have to grab a freaking shotgun. Oh wait, yeah, moose and pheasant. That's all I've seen so far. Wonder if you can go to that island. Coffee. And then if you guys ever wanted to see stuff, even what I'm doing, see, like I said, I'm thinking of keeping Sundays as nice chill streams like this, just kind of like a break from the week. Yeah, especially considering yesterday. Oh my God, yesterday was a long one because what I streamed for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 to 3, 4. I streamed for 4 hours, and then I streamed for another what, 4.5 hours at night, something like that. I streamed a good portion of the day yesterday. It's only 40 degrees in Texas, and we are having 40 degrees would be awesome right now where I'm at. Are you kidding me? You can. Okay, that's awfully close. It's that cougar. It's alerted. Oh, it's like 60 fucking yards away. There's a good chance, unless I spook this guy. I don't know if cougar will attack in this game. Nope. I don't know if he's coming up. Oh, I love how the lever works. Look, you can see the lever for the adjustment. That's so cool. Oh, nope. I think he beat feet. That's fine. Yeah, he ran. Good. Feel better about that. Like you can even see the lever adjustments on the scopes, which I thought was really cool. And another thing, somebody will have to refresh my memory. Hey, Pixel, how you doing? Somebody will have to refresh my memory on Call of the Wild. But I know in a lot of games where you throw the scope on, do they black out everything outside the scope? I can't remember if Call of the Wild did that. Because that's one thing I noticed that I really liked about Way the Hunter, is they don't black out everything outside of the scope. A lot of games, when you go to this viewpoint, you see you're looking through the scope, but you can't see, like, they black out everything around it. I love how they have the scope, but you still can see outside the viewer, because that's a lot more realistic way. Because when you're using a scope, you generally want to have both eyes open. You're not squinting through one eye, and you don't have your, usually, depending on the scope, but usually you don't have your eyeball smack right on your scope, not unless you want to be a pirate. So I thought that was kind of neat. I can't remember if that, well, it does it on the binoculars, but usually you have your binoculars pressed up against your eyeballs. But now I can't recall if they did that for Call of the Wild or not. Are we holding up with the storms? It's just fucking cold. Like really cold. This looks like another fast point, or a fast travel point, which I'm happy for. I know I'm making a lot of noise now, but I don't care. I just want to get to the trout. I just want to unlock this. Another campsite. Sweet. I don't know. I think they're already unlocked. Do I have to click? No. They're just unlocked. I don't have to click on anything. Some of the other maps had neat stuff on the campsite. This one so far, 2 campsites and nothing else. All right. We will keep exploring. And then maybe we'll hopefully run into something I can shoot in the butt. You're built for 100 degrees, can't handle this. I'm Filipino, so you'd think, the funny thing is you'd think being Filipino, or at least Filipino heritage anyway, I'd prefer the heat. And I actually dislike heat. I prefer the cold, but this is like too cold. My ideal season, like my favorite time of the season, is when stuff drops to around 70 degrees. Like when I go outside, I actually prefer to have like a light jacket on. And a lot of times even I won't have that. At 70 degrees, I probably even won't have I probably won't even have a light jacket on. I probably don't start wearing a light jacket until it hits like closer to 60. But I like a cooler room. I find that you know, I feel like I warm up way too fast. Like in fact, the funny thing is I prefer when it comes to bed, or you know, going to sleep, I prefer like a cold room. Because I hate it when it, you know, like a lot of temperatures, I'll like, if it's a little cool, I'll get to a point where I'll throw a blanket on, and then 5 minutes later, I'm throwing the blanket off, and then I'm pulling the blanket on again, and then I'm throwing it back off, because I have no happy medium there. And if it's like really cold in the room, I can happily wrap myself in a blanket and be, you know, not have to worry about throwing it off because I'm starting to overheat. You went from the sensationalized 13 to 17. I've heard that a lot of people got less than they expected, because I think around my area we got around like 2 to 3 inches. But some people got a lot more. So I think what a lot of it is we got hit, just not. I think they were a little. I think they missed the mark on like who was getting. Just missed the mark on who was getting what. Hey Stu, how you doing? Temperatures, however, are pretty much what they've been saying. They've been, for lack of a better term, hellish. Where did I just spook? I was standing up and walking. See what I mean? Those things were like 300 yards away and they freaking bolted. I don't know. I don't even know what those were. What's that? Another there's a lot of cougar around here. Holy shit. Gonna end up on a collision course with this one. Terry, how you doing? Yeah, it is cold as hell. And before somebody says, well, hell's hot, you do some reading. Okay, I know they ran. The hell did they run to? I'm seeing shit. Oh, the other thing I like about this game over Call of the Wild is you have a much longer view distance to see things. I think the farthest thing that I downed. I think the farthest thing that I've downed so far was just under or around 500 yards. Either under or just around 500 yards. And if I remember correctly, I was using a 300 Win Mag, and I was scratch that. No, I was using 7mm Remington Magnum, and I hit a mule deer. Yeah, roughly around 500. I can't remember the exact distance. I'll have to see. Is there a stat thing? I hear you. I'm gonna shoot you because you're acting all freaked out and shit. I suggest running for the hills before I start pulling the trigger. I can't see it though. I know something killed me at some point. I don't know what it was. And it wasn't on this map. It was on another map. I can't remember what killed me. Partially because I just clicked too fast. But I've died once, at least once to an animal here. Maybe twice. The mule deer didn't kill me. They did run over me quite a lot, though. Okay, it bolted. Good grief, I got 1.4 miles to that place yet. Yeah, it bolted. It's gone. That's fine. That's... Oh, I thought I saw something up there. Oh, there it is. Hey, gotta look at it. Spooked. Damn straight. And then what the hell was that? What am I spooking so easily around here? Spooking something really easily. Freaking Cougar City. One large box of wine, I'd be toast. Have a good one, Morgan. No worries. Get some rest. I don't know how long I'll be up today or streaming tonight because, like I mentioned, I'm supposed to go into work tomorrow. I'm debating calling it depending on what the temps are like tomorrow. But at the same time, the reason for going in is rather important. So I just don't know if they'll be able to hold off for another day. Oh, and if I missed it, I was asking what you guys saw in some of those games like Quarantine Zone, Wicked Seed, if you guys have been enjoying those. I'd like to see more stuff like that, like the indie titles, things like that. As always, I'm willing to hear suggestions on stuff that you guys would love to see me play. I'm not going to promise I can play everything, but always don't mind taking suggestions. I don't keep in mind also a lot of it also depends on my mood. I've realized my mood plays a lot into what I like to play, like to stream. Because the last thing I want to do is start streaming something that I'm not in the mood for, just I'm not enjoying. I'm pretty sure you guys would I'm pretty sure it would basically come through during the stream. Who works outside? What? Does anybody here surf scooters or scooters or whatever? Birdies. Yeah, oh, shit. I might have to grab my shotgun. Wicked Seed's been pretty fun. I don't know how much longer on Wicked Seed I have. I feel like I'm coming up to a conclusion already. It hasn't been that long. It's only been, what, 2 streams so far? One rather long stream yesterday. I didn't think it was a long game, but it seems like it's pretty short. Oh, yeah. Almost forgot. RE9 is supposed to be coming out at some point. Did anybody have a release date on RE9? I can't recall. I'm really curious about that one. That, from what little I've seen, I'm trying not to watch too much. So I'm kind of relying on a word of mouth. Like hearing what people say, which is, you know, kind of suspect most of the times, but because I've seen a few things on it, but I'm trying not to see too much because I kind of want to be pleasantly surprised. February 27th. Okay. Thank you. I knew it was coming out like soon. The funny thing is I don't recall hearing anything, or at least I didn't hear anything about it until like just a few weeks ago, I think. I have a bad habit of not paying any attention to like gaming news, which kind of works for me in a way because I like being pleasantly surprised by shit. And I kind of feel the same way like with like movie trail, like especially with movie trailers. Like movie trailers the last several years have kind of like pissed me off. They show way too much in a movie trailer to the point of where like I'll watch a trailer and I feel like I've watched the movie and I no longer have a desire to watch the movie anymore. Like one of the biggest, like, oh shit, what was the name of that movie? And I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it. But there was this one movie. Oh God, how am I gonna say this without Spoiling shit. Hold on. God dang it, I can't type. Hold on a second. Well, first of all, what was the name of that movie? A lot of you probably have seen this movie and will already know the secret. If you do, don't mention it in case somebody hasn't. You know, spoilers and stuff. But like an example of a movie trailer that, in my opinion, completely ruins a movie. Because I think had I not seen the trailer, like I did like the movie, but I think it would have been like 100 times better had I not seen the trailer, because the trailer reveals like a really big twist. Was Abigail. If you've not seen the movie Abigail, I thought it's a great movie. It's a fun movie. I enjoyed it a lot, even though I watched the trailer. But if you go to see Abigail, don't watch the trailer. Because I thought whoever made the trailer, complete idiot. Whoever cut that trailer needs to stop making trailers. Twisted trailer did say too much, yes. Or I'm Twister. But yeah, a lot of trailers, especially last few years, in my opinion, have just been, I don't know what it is or why this weird shift. Trailers of old were great. They give you some pretty good scenes, but they were pretty careful to keep any twists, any really important stuff under wraps, because they wanted you to come and watch the movie. Exactly. And Abigail just comes to mind as one of the worst examples in terms of like that trailer should never have been cut like that or shown like that. And while I did still enjoy the movie, it was just such, in my opinion, it was such a huge reveal it was such a huge reveal that the fact that they stuck it in the trailer was the dumbest thing in the world. A whole hole. You're right there. All right. We might be hitting something. It's in the tall grass, though, which makes this really hard to see. And it's behind a freaking tree. Now fuck nuts. I see where it is still, but I can't tell the positioning at all. It might even be facing me. I don't know. I know last I saw it was at an angle. Now it's facing me. Walking towards that tree. I don't want to go prone because the grass around me is kind of high. Well, maybe. Yup. I might have got its attention. I can't tell. It's still there. Fucking grass. Yeah, a lot of trailers recently just show the main plot points of the movie. Just stop it. I understand you want to get us tempted to watch it, but get us tempted to actually watch the movie, not just show us the movie in the trailer. I'm trying to think of like what some of the best movies I've seen this in 2025 were too. Now that we're talking about movies and stuff, I don't even know how I got on this topic. But oh, there's a good shot. Ah, shit. There was a good shot. I'm gonna have to hope it crosses over past this tree. had a good look at it that time, but it was on the move. Still there. That's one of the reasons why I'm not watching anything for RE9. I saw a couple clips and saw that it was beautiful and was like, oh, shutting it off. That's all they wanted to know. Is it looked good. That was it. And then, right, you know, I'll rely on what other people say that don't have a problem with watching the videos and trailers. I'll rely on them. Like, I don't want to know anything that's going on with that one. Especially since RE9, like, you know, a lot of the recent RE games are a lot more cinematic. I don't want to like know anything about the story. The only thing that I don't even know if I want to say that. I'm pretty sure that if you watched anything regarding RE9, you know Leon's in it. There you go. I just said it. Leon's going to be a part of it, but I don't believe he's the main antagonist. I don't know. Oh shit! Turned around. Not antagonist, main protagonist is what I meant to say. So I don't think you're playing, or maybe you can play him. I have no idea. All I know is Leon's in it, which is a good amount of excitement for me. And that's pretty much all I want to know about it. That it looked good. Leon's in it. I'm happy. Let's get it out there. And I just hope it's good. I think they killed it with 7. I think 7 was fantastic. For as much as 7 made me poop my pants and probably, you know, nearly gave me heart attacks, 7 was great. The horror in 7 was great. 8 was good. I think it was a little bit more actiony, except for that one part which sucked. Because it's fucking baby. That part, hated it. Well, I mean, it was good, but I think that was they made that a little bit more actiony. It was still good though, but you know, these last two, I like the direction they were going. I hope it's more along the lines. I hope they came to a happy medium between the two. Kept some action, mainly because I know that Leon's in it, so kept some action to it, yet the tension and the fear from 7, you know, happy medium between the two, and that'll be awesome. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for. Not too actiony, but keep the spoops from 7. Wonder if we're getting an RE5 next year. How many times didn't they release RE5 before another one, or I might be thinking something else. I can't remember. I'm a big fan of RE. And the funny thing is I haven't played every RE game, but I am a big fan of RE. I love the movies. I don't care what you say about the movies. I don't know if I should say I love the movies or I love Mia Jovovich. Future Mrs. Squirrel. God dang it, it just disappeared. What the hell? Ninja. There it is. Next remaster. I think I remember hearing that. I can see it there, but just sitting there waiting. I might pop one off anyway. I can't tell shit. Freaking lying in the tall grass, picked the perfect place to sit. You cock. I mean, I got a bead on it. I just don't know where I'm hitting it. This could be anywhere from like the back, spine, head, whatever. Yo, which Resident Evil would it come? Wait. And how to pronounce her name? With a commentary? Yeah. I've watched the commentary. She's awesome. She is freaking awesome. I remember watching it. She was talking about like, oh, coochie shot. And she's just like, eh. No, she's awesome. I love her personality and shit. The commentary is great. I haven't watched it in a long while. I have to watch it again. Yogurt? I should, yeah, I should have it because I think I bought all of them, and I don't care what people think of the movies. If whether they think they're horror, to me they're all great. I don't care. It's as campy, as goofy as whatever. I enjoy the crap out of all of them. Yes, I know they're not the greatest movies in the world. To me, they're just fantastic, though. You own all the Wes Anderson movies? What's the oh no, I haven't seen. That's another series of movies I actually enjoy watching too. I like them, regardless of how bad people think the not the recent, not the latest one, but the one before it was. I haven't seen the new one. I need you to turn. You are so close. I need you to turn a little. Just a little. I blow a you suck. I might pop it anyway. I normally would not do this, but at the same time, I haven't seen shit until recently. This was pissing me off. The problem being is it might not be the greatest hit and it might survive. Just because the angle. If I angle it... I'm going to do it. Well, didn't hit the spine. And it's fucking going. It probably survived. Holy shit. God damn it. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. I was getting itchy. What was the rehash of what? I like the first Silent Hill. The rest of them, just like you said, are kind of like just dumb fun. I still enjoyed them. It's supposed to be a rehash of the second one? Really? Oh shit, the animal survived. Okay, well, fuck that. Crap, damn it. Oh, I think I came across a bison. This was earlier today. I came across a bison on another map as I was doing some hunting. And I took it down. Hold on. I took it down with a shot from a 336 Lapua. And it was hilarious because I go to harvest it. Okay. I took it down, goes down. I'm happy. I go to harvest it. And as I'm looking at like how the shot was done and like all that other stuff, it had like 4 shots to it. And I realized I might have bumped into it a few times and shot it like and just kept missing or just bad shots each and every time. Finally took it down. I mean, if you hit like that cougar, I have no doubt I can possibly bump into it again and it'll show my last shot on it if I continue to pursue it. Or it could be like a week from now and I'll bump into it again. I need you to stop moving. I need you to... Oh, motherfucker. God damn it. How far are we? Okay, it's turning. There's a retelling of the plot Silent Hill 2 from what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I want to see it. Again, like I didn't watch much on anything. I just heard that there was a new one. And that was it. Again, you know, the whole thing about the trailers thing. I hit that one kind of low. I was going for a hard shot. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down. Sit. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good moose. Oh, oh, nope, it's going for a run. Shit, come on, really? I know I at least got a lung. All right, going for it. Are you kidding me? How many cougars are in here? You, North American, alerted, female. That's not the gun. That's what I wanted. All right. And that one laid down. Is that can't be the same one, is it? We'll find out. You haven't played Silent Hill 2 Remake yet? I thought they did a fantastic. Yeah, I played Silent Hill 2 Remake. I played the games. I think I didn't play all of them. I played the original 1, the original 2, and I think I played the original 3. I can't really remember. But I did play the Silent Hill 2 Remake, and the remake was fantastic. I thought they did a fantastic job with it. I thought they did great. I loved it. There was enough nostalgia there, and it still felt like completely fresh and new. It changed a bit. I just thought they did a freaking amazing job on it. It was great. Okay, I gotta find this moose. Hopefully it went down. Keeping an eye on this yacht. If it stands up, it's toast. I don't know why I keep putting that away. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, like after the third one, they were kind of like, bleh. Are we supposed to be getting another one this year? I thought we were supposed to be getting another one, but I don't know if it was going to be another remake or an original story. I can't remember. Oh wait, no. We got Silent Hill. I forgot about that. We had Japan. What do you call that? I forgot the name already. I didn't think that one was bad. I actually enjoyed that one. Oh, it's a remake of the original. Oh, really? I am interested. Is that another one? Fucking, there's cougar everywhere. I should bring I should bring a box of wine. I say box. I'm gonna plug this one anyway. Down. Just dropped like a rock. And that one I know went down. Still gotta find that moose. Silent Hill F. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. I couldn't remember. I knew it was a letter. I just couldn't remember what letter. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was very different, but I enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job with it. I'll be honest. I don't think it was as good as the remake. The remake, in my opinion, was better. But it was still pretty good in its own right. But Silent Hill Townfaller 1 remake. I would definitely like to see a remake of 1. Totally love to see a remake of 1. Moose. The moose I had was bigger. I just hope it went down. You shut up. Oh, we'll get you too. Okay, so it did expire. It just ran like hell. But hey, we got some down. Just hope I don't die to a cougar before I find this freaking moose. It's a fox, okay. What does the fox say? Says that. Then we'll go get that cougar that I had taken down. Okay, I was gonna say this thing did a straight freaking run. At least this one didn't go running around in 20 different directions like I've had some do. That turns into a freaking mess trying to track something that decides to run around in like 5 different directions all at once. I'm pretty sure it just started spraying blood everywhere like a freaking lawn, like one of them lawn sprinklers. There it is. Oh, that was close. That was close. I did use a 308 on it. I was going for the heart. Should have dropped a little lower. Should have dropped a little lower. Actually, I don't know. Would that have hit the heart even lower? Yeah, that would have hit the heart. Damn it. Still got it down. Still got it down. What's the overview on this one? 2-star. Sure. Now we got to find that. At least the cougar didn't run. You can turn animals into roadkill. They're just not worth anything. In fact, I forget. They're like a small fraction of what you would get. Is it weird? I prefer to ethically hunt in the video game. Is it just me? I mean, yeah, I know I took a pot shot at that one cougar, but you know, I'll do that every once in a while. But usually, I like. Okay, I feel bad when something runs and I screw up. Like I take a bad shot, kind of like that one cougar. I kind of feel bad. Like, ah, crap. Or if it runs for a very long time, it's like, oh man. I would prefer them to just drop or at least be within like 50 yards. I know it's a video game. That's just me. Maybe I'm the only one. I mean, as far as video games are concerned, hunt the way you want to hunt. It's a video game. It doesn't bother me none how anybody else might do their stuff. So I'm not going to judge anybody on their goofy stuff that they do in a video game. But yeah, I'm weird like that. Well, Anarchy, if you remember, I might have shot two woodland ducks in the ass with 1-ounce slugs. Because I forgot to change my ammo. I hit 2 of them with slugs. I'm actually impressed I hit them with a slug. I'm impressed that I hit 2 of them with slugs. Yeah, heart shot. Awesome. That's what I like to see. And then it just goes down. That went through and through too. Probably would have busted that leg if it still had some energy in it. Yeah. I've That's what I did with the ducks. They took flight. I forgot to change to bird shot. I forgot I had slugs still loaded up in the shotgun. And I managed to take 2 of them out. Got one. No, scratch that. I hit one. I'm pretty sure I hit one right in the cloaca. I don't know if ducks have a cloaca, but I hit one right up there. And then the other one, I pretty much, again, since it was a 1-ounce slug, I'm pretty sure I took off its entire back half because I shot that one in the butt too, but more from the side. I'm pretty sure there was half. It was just half a duck. Overview on this one. This was a female, I think. Yeah. So no real trophy rating, but sold. Make some cash. All you doing is cute. Doing a relaxing hunt. End of the week. Sundays. I think I'm going to do stuff like this on Sundays. Not to say that they're all going to be like hunting. Hell, I might throw a fishing game in here. Battlefield 6 is a relaxing game for me in some cases. I might do stuff like that. It could still be an action game, but primarily more relaxing games on Sunday, I think. Seems like a good plan. And then if you guys have, if it's a game where there's multiplayer and other people have the game and want to jump in, I'm more than willing to let people jump in for a relaxing hunt, fish, whatever. Oh, that reminded me. People were asking what kind of fishing games I had, and the two that I have on Steam. Actually, like I said, the last fishing game I played was called Web Fishing. If you want to know what that is, go look it up on Steam. It's an indie game. You play a cat that likes to fish. It's not complicated. It was just a fun to do. But it's called Web Fishing. But in terms of a more serious fishing game, let's see. What did I have? What do I still have in my library? I don't think any of them are currently installed, though. I think I had Fishing Planet. Oh, they have Fishing Simulator 25? Never seen that one. Why have I not seen that one? I might have to peek at that. I had Fishing Planet. I think I played Russian Fishing, but I don't currently have that installed. That one's actually free. Ultimate Fishing I have in my library. Actually, that's on sale now for $2. Ultimate Fishing. It's the Ultimate Fishing Simulator. If you're looking for a fishing game, that one wasn't bad. That was that one I remember being like a really detailed one. And that's on sale for 90% off. $1.99 currently on Steam. So that's another one. If you're like into fishing, you might want to check out. I had another one. What was it? I'm trying to remember. Bassmaster I never got because I thought that was one of those ones that just seemed like too arcadey and goofy. Like you're playing like the old you're going to the arcade to play a fishing game type video game. I don't know how else to explain it. Wait, they have back rooms fishing? Are you kidding me? What? Fishing Nightmares. I'm just looking through a list because I can't remember names. They got a lot of more fishing games than I thought they did. And they have a lot of fishing games that I don't think have anything to do with fishing. Zombie liminal fishing? What is this? They have a lot of weird crap. I thought I had another fishing game, but I can't find it. I know I tried that one fishing game that was supposed to be made by the same people that made Call of the Wild, but I didn't think that was very good. I thought it was kind of poop. I mean, it was okay, like at best, in my opinion. Like, okay. It wasn't like if somebody had asked if I was going to suggest a fishing game to get, then I probably wouldn't bother. Ultimate Fishing Simulator. Oh, that's a DLC. Apparently I own the DLC for that. or own some DLC. Why is I have no other fishing game? I know I had another fishing. Let me look at my library. I don't know if it comes up under fishing. Oh, Sega Bass Fishing. That was another one, but that was also very arcadey. I think the best one out of the group that I enjoyed was Ultimate Fishing Simulator. I have another fish game, but you just make an aquarium and stare at fish. Apex, how you doing? But yeah, if I'm playing a fishing game, it'll probably end up being Ultimate Fishing Simulator, unless somebody has another recommendation. I haven't stared at fishing games in a while. I do like fishing. But yeah, I might do stuff like that on Sundays. Or even cozy games. I don't play too many cozy games though. The last cozy game that I played that comes to mind, other than like web fishing, was like the last big cozy game that I think I've played was Animal Crossing. Doing fine, Apex. I'm freaking cold. It's freezing. Like the first time in a long time. Well, no, I wore this weekend. Really, this has been the first time in a long time that I'm actually wearing pajama pants to keep myself warm. Normally, I'm in shorts throughout the entire last few years. I think I've been in shorts. I haven't put on like sweats or anything like that. I'm actually wearing pajama pants right now to keep myself warm. Behind the Glass Aquarium sim, actually a pretty relaxing one. The one that I was playing, the aquarium one that I was talking about was what was it called? It's just called Fish Game. The reason why I went with Fish Game is because I think it was made in conjunction with this YouTube channel. I'm trying to remember the name of the YouTube channel. It's like Learn Every Day or something like that. They do a lot of sciencey stuff. A lot of, they present a lot of sciencey stuff in fun ways and easy to understand stuff. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Learn Every Day or something along those lines. But that's why I took a look at Fish Game. It's pretty cool, pretty detailed, and they've got a lot of stuff out for it now. But that one's a fun aquarium simulator if you're looking for something like that. Yeah, I can't think of any other fishing game other than Ultimate Fishing Simulator to recommend, though. I'm hoping somebody does have some recommendations. Same there. It's 15 degrees. You're 15 degrees. You had 13 inches. We had like, I think 2 to 3 inches of snow in my area, which wasn't bad, but it's cold as fuck all. Right now, if I'm reading it right, we're at 6 degrees outside. According to my Echo, we're at 6 degrees. I don't know what the feels like is yet. Oh, before I forget, if you were a part of the EDC Squirrel channel, or part of the watching yesterday's live, I showed the stickers that I had made. I thought they're really cool. They're 3-inch round. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet, but that wasn't the point that I brought this up. We are nearly at 3,000 hours of view time. I just broke 600 subscribers on that channel, and we're nearly at 3,000 hours, or the viewed hours. So if you haven't checked out the EDC Squirrel channel, it's my second channel. It does it has all the EDC stuff, all the pocket knife stuff. Go watch some videos. Go over there, watch some videos for me. Help me get over the 3,000 viewed hours viewed mark, because we are really close. I think I'm within 200 hours left before I break 3,000. Just to give you an idea. Oh my God, it's just Cougar City here. It's like a hotel bar. I'm hunting in a hotel bar. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the EDC Squirrel channel, go check it out. If you like pocket knives, folding knives, things like that. Really close to getting 3,000. I'm already over 600 subscribers, which is freaking fantastic. And thank you guys for those that are part of both channels. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had a fun chat yesterday. I think it was a fun chat. Even went over some pew pew stuff, if you're into pew pew stuff, because I mean, person like me, that's also part of my everyday carry. I carry a pew pew. So we had a small discussion. Somebody was asking, like, oh, I forgot what the question was. We got into talking about belts and some other stuff, like what kind of carry belt that I like to use. And I also had a lot of good stuff to say about suspenders. Don't knock suspenders. Suspenders are freaking fantastic. I also realized how much stuff I carry in my pants. I weighed a few things, and I realized I carry roughly, I mean, if I'm not wearing a jacket, okay, if I'm not wearing a jacket, because some stuff like my keys and my phone, oh, I didn't even think about my phones. I forgot to include my phones, because I have two phones. I have my phone, my personal phone, my work phone. But if I have a jacket, the phones and my keys will go in the jacket pockets. But if I don't have a jacket, everything goes in the pants. And I realized I carry anywhere between 5 to 6 pounds of gear. 5 to 6 pounds of gear are being held up by my belt. I have a very good belt, by the way. I think it's a fantastic belt. But yeah, I have like 5 to 6 pounds of gear hanging off and around my pants. Another 5 to 6 pounds in my pants, if you get what no, it's like a few ounces. But yeah, like 5 to 6 pounds of gear, like in my pants pockets, on my attached to my belt, etc. And while my belt, and I've, you know, before I got suspenders, while my belt is great and handles everything fine, you feel it. You know, you tighten your belt, you feel everything, you know, you feel the weight on that belt, even though the belt itself handles everything fine. I mean, you're cutting off circulation, trying to make sure your pants don't drop to your ankles when you're walking around, regardless of how good the belt is. But once you discover suspenders, oh my God, suspenders are great. Don't let anybody ridicule you on how goofy suspenders might look. Hell, they're under my shirt all the time. But they're freaking fantastic. Wait, Cryptic Fox? Cryptic Fox raided? Thank you so much, Cryptic Fox. Raided me while I'm talking about my suspenders. Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. If I've got anybody on the channel that is not following Cryptic Fox, go check out Cryptic Fox right now. Hey, Cat Dean, how you doing? Stella, glad you can make it. Go follow Cryptic Fox right now if you're not following him already, or subscribe to him. Diddle his bell, all that fun stuff. Awesome guy. Now, do I wear a belt with? Oh no, we were just talking about my EDC Squirrel channel. I was saying that, okay, I have an EDC Squirrel channel. It's my second channel. Normally I just post videos. I do a live every Saturday though. I did a live yesterday from 2 to 6 Central Standard Time. And I talk about stuff like primarily pocket knives, because I collect pocket knives. But it is an EDC channel, meaning everyday carry. So I talk about a lot of other stuff that people would normally carry as well, especially during my live. And we started talking about, somebody mentioned something about belts, like carry belts, because I conceal carry. And my favorite belt, by the way, is called Core, or made by Core, Kore. Fantastic belts. But I was talking about, like, suspenders are amazing. Like I was just talking about right before you raided, I realized I started weighing some stuff. I carry anywhere from 5 to 6 pounds of gear on my belt and in my pockets. I'm talking wallet, keys, phones, and yes, plural phones. My keys, I have an immense amount of keys. Obviously, my conceal, knives, and stuff like that. Yeah, 5 to 6 pounds. And before I discovered suspenders or started wearing suspenders, I was like, yeah, my belt could handle it. It was a good belt, but you felt it. You didn't want to jump too hard because otherwise you just de-pants yourself in front of everybody. And that's kind of embarrassing. And then I found these suspenders made by, and they're made by Dickies. Shut it. I know what it sounds like. Welcome everybody from the raid. They're made by Dickies. Awesome suspenders. But once I started trying suspenders, oh my God, that 5 to 6 pounds gone. You don't feel it. Spread across my shoulders. They're amazing. If you carry a lot in your pockets, get some suspenders. They're awesome. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how ridiculous you think they look. They're awesome. Welcome everybody to the stream. Martin, how you doing? Cryptic dropped you into a raid. Hi. Glad you could join me. We are every Sunday. I've decided I'm going to play a more relaxing game. In this case, I am playing Way of the Hunter. I'm doing a little relaxing, running around and hunting and more chatting and talking about like stuff I've done during the week and, you know, future plans for the next week and stuff like that. Chilling and chatting with you guys is pretty much the aim of tonight. And I thought that'd be a fun thing to do and make the backdrop something more of a more relaxing game as opposed to running around and trying not to die. Although there are a lot of cougars around here, so I am kind of still trying not to die. I figure I don't think any of them have tried to charge me yet, but some of them have gotten awfully close. Offered some stuff to my Davy Crockett hat. I don't have a Davy Crockett hat. I want one. Nasser, how you doing? We woke up to this carrying weapons conversation. Yes. I was talking about my second channel, the EDC Squirrel. And I was also talking about it because I broke 600 subscribers. Thank you again, everybody that subscribed on the EDC Squirrel channel. And I'm nearly at 3,000 hours viewed on that one. Yes, suspenders. Suspenders are freaking awesome. Don't knock them till you try. Well, I mean, if you don't carry a lot of stuff in your pockets, it probably wouldn't matter so much. But for me, I carry a lot of shit. And when you're carrying a lot of crap in your pants, and I'm not talking about in my pants, I'm talking in my pockets and my belt, you feel it. It doesn't matter how good your belt is. I have a good belt, but you still feel it weighing on the belt. Suspenders take so much of that weight off. Are we bird watching? No, we are hunting. Although I'm doing a little bit more exploratory mapping than I've been hunting. So far, I've taken a moose and a cougar down. The moose I took down with one shot. The cougar, I bought a box of wine and we had a nice little chat. Maybe, you know, we watched a movie. Had a night out. Oh, we spooked something out there. There's a lot of cougars on this map. Holy crap. I might change to a different map. What the hell is that? But yeah, this is Way of the Hunter. It's a hunting game. One of 2 hunting games that I've been playing. This one I've been enjoying quite a bit. This one in Call of the Wild. The Hunter Call of the Wild. Yeah, I'm supposed to be hunting. Supposed to be. More chatting. More chatting and exploring this map and uncovering stuff. Because this is the first time I've been on this map. So I have very little of this map uncovered, as you can see. So I'm trying to find some good hunting spots. So far, all I found has been some moose, a bunch of pheasants, whole lot of cougars. That's why I was saying earlier that it's like I was at it's like hunting around a hotel bar. A lot of cougars. And that's pretty much it so far. Yes, I do have a tendency to ramble and forget what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. I have a tendency to ramble. I also have a tendency to get super distracted. I'll be walking around doing something. I'll be stalking something. Ooh, a piece of candy. You're gonna say it's more like just wandering around aimlessly hoping to get lucky. It's not so much wandering aimlessly. I have a target, as you can see there, because I'm actually trying to map the area. Again, I haven't been here before. If I wanted, I can go to a different map and I can do some serious hunting. I might just do that because, admittedly, there's not a lot going on here other than trying not to get eaten by 20 billion older women. Cougars. That wouldn't be bad, though. I mean, I'd be down, I guess. There goes another one. I just spooked it. Stop running. Oh my god, where the hell is this? Wait a second. Let me hit this spot. We'll change to a different map. Totally gonna slide down this thing. I'm gonna lose my footing. And there we go. Ow. Oh. Okay, quick way down. Please tell me this is not on a cliffside. And and there we go. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Oh, nope, it's down there. Cool. Sweet. Oh. Right. Yeah, I like cougars. That's why I was saying if they had lures in this game, just put down a box of wine and you're set. All the cougars start running up. Going full squirrel. Always a legit hunting strategy. They always underestimate the squirrel. Did you hear that story that squirrels are becoming more and more carnivorous? Or they're finding a lot of squirrels doing more carnivorous things? Somebody took a video of a squirrel like attacking a snake. And it wasn't like defending itself against a snake that was hunting the squirrel. The squirrel was actively attacking the snake, won, and then carried the snake off. Like, look at this large noodle. This one's mine. And they were finding a lot more squirrels, like hunting things like mice or other small, oh, yep, campsite. There we go. That's what I wanted. You know, other small animals. It's a turning point for squirrels, let me tell you. They're no longer taking shit. They're not settling for just nuts. They want the whole wiener. Saw one hunting a pigeon. I think I heard about that too. I remember the one thing I saw that really shocked me was the snake video. And squirrels get territorial and can get pissy, and they'll remember your ass. You know how there's crows that people will train. You know, crows have good facial recognition and stuff like that. They're finding out squirrels aren't too far off. You wrong a squirrel and they might get some friends to like rough your shit up. At least that's what I've heard. We got some chonky squirrels around where I live. I think because you're not supposed to feed them around here in the apartment complex where I live, and I have a lot of foresty area around the apartment complex. But we're gonna do a free hunt here. I have a lot more of this map unveiled. But you're not supposed to feed the squirrels around here, but I'm pretty sure a lot of the residents have been. And there are some roly-poly squirrels. Like, I've seen some big-ass squirrels in the parking lot. They've got some... One of them I was surprised was able to climb. I think one of them really actually kind of had trouble getting up a tree. He was like looking at a tree. He was like, I don't know if I'm feeling it. Just had a large meal. He's like sitting at the base of the tree, like this really, really round squirrel. And he was like, I think this is as far as I get. He just got to the base of the tree, leaned up against it, Said, fuck it. I made it to the tree. I'll rest here for a little bit. You found a wet squirrel by the store's forklift one day and took it to the tree. Like I remember finding a baby squirrel outside my window once. Not this apartment, but an apartment I used to live. There was a baby squirrel outside my window. I watched it for probably a good day or so, and I never saw the parent come back. So I, waited. And I kept watch over it. And it's not like I sat there with my face pressed up against my window. I would just check every now and then because I didn't want to spook anything. But I haven't seen it. Never saw the mother come back or anything like that. Finally took it in. I went out there and actually picked it up, took it in, put it in a box. Realized my cat might see it as a sausage. Called up some places, tried to make sure it was taken care of. Part of me wishes I would have kept it, but at the same time, I didn't want my cat going, yummies. What am I carrying with me? I've got my Creedmoor, which I'm going to probably switch to a 308. As soon as I can figure out where my 308 is. I can never remember where I put my shit. Crap, damn it. That's my secondary. 338 Lapua Magnum. Because when you want to take something down, nothing says sit like a 338 Lapua. God dang it. I know I probably saw it, and then there it is. And then we are going to put that on there. We are going to change ammo. We are going to bring that along. Whoops. We're going to bring that along. Okay. We're going to hit the bed. Oh, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, fuck it. And we'll go right outside. Black squirrels. I mean, I haven't, I see primarily like red squirrel around my area. Is it red squirrel? Seen quite a few chipmunks. Oh! Well, thank you for the subscribe, Torvin. I appreciate it. Or is it Torvin? I can't read. My eyeballs, from trying to focus on stuff in the hunting game, my eyeballs get kind of screwy. Torvin, official. Thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate it. So far, the squirrels, at least that I've met around the area, have been pretty nice. They don't have any fear of anybody around here. They're just used to people. But they haven't been like, fuck off. But like I said, I think more than a few people probably feed the squirrels around here when they're not supposed to, which is why they're all friggin' fat. They're all roly-poly. What was Cryptic Fox playing, by the way? Completely forgot to ask. Gray squirrels. Yeah, gray squirrels. I know I see a few gray squirrels. Actually, I think they're gray squirrels. I don't know if they were red. What was that sound? You black bear. Okay. I don't care. Yeah, I get ready for the squirrel uprising. It's going to happen. Turning carnivorous. Dude, stop. Where the... Wow, that is a view. 700... Is that a moose? It's got to be a moose. I don't know if I can hit it from 700 away. I mean, I've got the Lapua. It's technically within range of that Lapua. I don't know about the 308. Balloon squirrel? That's pretty much what we have, balloon squirrels. They're all balloony. Balloonish. Eye to the dead and finish the spill zone. What? Oh, into the dead and finish the spill. Oh. Into the dead. Which one was that? Oh, thank you for the subscribe. Ananasage. I hope I. Ananasage? Ananasage? I'm gonna call you Anan if you don't mind. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the subscribe. Okay. I should have better luck actually hunting stuff here. I was doing more exploration on the other map. I'm more familiar with this map and what's around, so we've already spotted one moose. Usually, I'm taking down caribou, elk, tree. Some bison are here. I've done some duck hunting here. In ways that one should not duck hunt. One out slugs up a duck's butt. Bad way to go. We're gonna move on to the next stand. Oh, from the side. Okay, I know which one you're talking about. I think I have that game. I played a little bit of it. I forgot how far I got, and then I got distracted by other shit. It was an interesting game. I know they were doing I know they were still doing a lot of tweaks and a lot of stuff to the game. I should revisit it at some point. I did enjoy what I played of it. I thought it was pretty interesting. Usually when I'm playing zombie games, I'm more the shooty type, though. I need another good zombie game. I think I still have that installed. Can't remember if I had to uninstall it or not. Thought I saw something move. Nope. And I talk about how I'm more used to this map, and I should find a lot more on this map. And watch, I'm not going to run into anything for hours. It is a hunting sim. not Zomboid. What she's talking about is like you have a side view of everything. It's like a 2D. You're viewing everything from the from the side. It basically scrolls left or right. I mean, you have upstairs. There's some like 3D, like you can, like some moments where you can get behind or walk behind stuff or in front of stuff, but it's generally you're scrolling left or right. And it's like base preparation, building, stuff like that. I'm trying to think of another game that was like that. I know there was a game that they did like Fallout something. Fallout, was it Fallout Survivors or something like that? Except that was, it's similar to that in a way, but it's not like as big a, in terms of group. Yeah, War of Mine, if you're familiar with War of Mine, thank you. Yeah, the War of Mine style game. Forgot about that one. I played that. I played a little bit of that too. Our Darkest Days. Oh wait, am I thinking about the same? Is there? Our Darkest Days. That's the one I'm thinking of. Maybe I'm thinking maybe I was thinking of a different one than what Stella was talking about. I was thinking of Our Darkest Days. Yeah, I was thinking of Our Darkest Days. Oops. I get confused a lot. My memory's ass. So my apologies if I mix stuff up like crazy. Oh, come on. There's got to be... Oh, did I just spook a shit ton of crap because I wasn't paying attention? Just chatting away. I think I did. Usually if you see a cloud of sounds like that, you spooked a bunch of stuff. They went running. I'm sure we'll find something still, though. Where's that freaking... There it is. Still ahead of me. As I say, there's supposed to be another stand. Hunting stand. That I'm heading to. Probably scared a bunch of elk. Is my bet. Hit a bug in the new exit they've added. They fixed for people that starts new game, but they're still trying to fix it for ongoing game. Oh. I'm not sure what that was. Sorry. Like really confused. Oh, and don't forget, Apex and I are going to be jumping into Ready or Not. There's another game that I haven't played in a little bit. I should brush up on it, because I know if I don't brush up on it and I jump into a game with Apex Ape, it's going to be a whole lot of like, oh, that's the wrong button. That's another wrong button. Oh, just shot somebody in the forehead. Wrong button. So yeah, I'll probably need to brush up on the controls so I don't look like a complete moron when I get back into Ready or Not. That's a fun game. I've streamed that a few times. Normally it was playing with my brother or Caboose, or my brother and Caboose. Really like that game. Ooh, hello. We got caribou. But I don't know. I might not identifying anything. There we go. Female. We got some young bucks. Nothing major. They're all still traveling. What's that? Oh, I thought that was a bear for a second because it was in shadow. Some mature females. We got a bunch of young males, some mature females. We got, ooh. Oh, that was a female. What's up there? Another young male. A lot of young males. Nothing really mature. Still gonna do it. Right. We will take one. If they pause. That one. It turned. You little shit. Okay, that one. And really? Make up. Oh, come on. That one? And I was gonna keep walking. You fucker. Ah, tree. Okay, the one that I originally went for. Wait, 4 streamers? Oh, who else? Oh, by the way, yeah, who else is, I forgot to ask, who else is gonna be jumping in? I'm curious. Yeah, what could go wrong? Hey, I like to say I wasn't bad. I like to say I was pretty decent at it. I'm not gonna say I was great at it, but I thought I was pretty decent. I mean, I like to think I was pretty decent. Does it mean I was? I think I got a good hit on that one. But yeah, Apex. Who's joining us? I'm curious. I never did ask. Not that it really matters to me. I'm sure whoever's joining is gonna be awesome. Okay, wait. What did it say? Air bubble. Ah, okay. Maybe not the best hit. Probably just lung. I hit it. I know I hit too high for a heart shot. Now the tracking begins. Where did you go? Crap, damn it. Did I lose the trail already? You went this way, which means you went... Did you deviate? No, right here. There we go. Now where? I hate it when they do some weird sharp turn. Then I lose the trail. Had to have run pretty straight. I'm not seeing... Fuck nuts. Oh, Oh, no, right down right there. There we go. Hold on. What's this? Yay. Oh, right in the, oh, got in the liver. Really? That far? I thought I hit it much farther forward. I was shooting for this. I wonder if there's a lag thing, because I notice I'll aim for, if they're moving, I've really got to make more correction, but I noticed that even if they're moving, like I wouldn't think I would have deviated more than like around here if I was aiming for that. But anyway, he went down. I wasn't hitting it for trophies anyway. Yay. Caribou down. So moose, one cougar, one moose, one caribou. It'll be cluster duck. Yay. And dark Damon. I don't think I've well, I've heard cluster duck from your last collaboration with him in Ark. Dark I'm not familiar with, so this will be fun. I get to meet new people. Yay. We get to see how badly I squirrel around. Oh great, it's new people. Now I really gotta brush up before Tuesday. I can't look like an idiot. I'm gonna be so nervous. I'm gonna end up shooting somebody in the butt. I'm so nervous now. The new people. Be a team. What's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna rush in. I'll be like, this is how it's done. I'll go around a door and then I'll get hit with every bullet. They'll just all turn around and be like, hi. I spy what very well could be a moose. Yep, we have a male moose. We have a cougar. I think there's always a cougar in this area. And that one's a male, but it's a young one. Got another female. What's that? I sworn I just saw something cross my vision. Then I lost it. Shut it. Yep, cougar. Alerted too. Okay, leaving. Bye. I see how you are. Rude. I worry when they get alerted like that, they don't just immediately run, or at least the cougars, because I don't know if that means they're going to go on the stalk. There is a map here that's got lions. I'm debating doing that sometime soon. I just know I'm probably going to end up getting stalked and deaded. If they're even more vicious than the ones in Call of the Wild. He's a UK streamer, it'll be okay. Don, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Is this an online game? Can't be. I can do multiplayer. I've played multiplayer hunting games with a few people in Call of the Wild. I keep thinking that's something, and it just ends up being a rock every time. I've held like multiplayer hunts on Call of the Wild. I haven't done multiplayer in this yet. I'm still relatively new to this game, although I have completed the story on this map, and actually this is the only story I've completed on this map. Each map has its own story, kind of like Call of the Wild, if you're familiar with Call of the Wild. Where's that cougar that I know? There you are. Yes, you little shit. But yeah, this has single player. You have a story mode. You have a free hunt mode where... and the cool thing between free hunt and story mode is if you do a lot of running around and exploring in free hunt, it carries over into story mode and vice versa. So if you just ran around in free mode and unlocked a lot of the map and then go and do the story, it makes the story a little easier because you can fast travel to a lot of places as opposed to have to discover them during story mode. So that's pretty cool. And the money that you make in the free hunt also carries over between free hunt and story, and it goes vice versa. So that's another cool thing. So if you don't feel like doing any missions or anything, you can just free hunt. I put on story mode anyway a lot of times, because if I'm going to be knocking stuff out, in the game on my own and I'm not doing multiplayer, might as well knock out a mission or two if it's something I can jump into real quick. We're gonna hit that cougar. It's a distance away though. Wow. Ah, damn it, it's sat. I'll have enough energy. We're just within 300 yards with 308. It's gonna be a little on the low side. Tried a bunch of Call of the Wild on console. It can take, yeah, no, these are simulator games. This one's even more of a simulator in my opinion than Call of the Wild. And both great games. Both have their pros and their cons. Love them both. I have like almost 900 hours in Call of the Wild. But yeah, they can take a lot of patience. You can go on a hunt and you might not get anything for a good few hours. Like it's not an arcade game where, you know, don't expect to go on a hunt and just start bagging like, you know, 20 deer in like half an hour. Although I've gotten close to doing that on Call of the Wild only because the animals can sometimes be kind of dumb or act stupid. But oh, that one's a long shot, but we'll check that one out. Is it still Sunday in my country? Yes, I am in the US. It is still technically Sunday. It is currently 11:22 p.m. Central Standard Time. So in a little over half an hour, it'll be Monday for me. I'm not looking forward to driving. I might call and see how things are before checking to see if I can maybe reschedule what I'm supposed to be doing at work and maybe do it on like Tuesday or Wednesday. Escape from Tarkov? No, this is Way of the Hunter. Never played Escape from Tarkov. Can't say I've played it. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh my god! I was looking at chat. What killed me? What was that? I was looking at chat. Did I get run over by a moose? Really? Well, the cougar's still there, but what the hell ran my butt over? It was a moose? It was a moose. There's no you can't, there's no horses in here. So if it looked like a horse, it was probably a moose. Yeah, moose will kick your butt in here. I was just headed towards where I know I shot the cougar, and I look at chat and I just turned my head to see a bunch of brown in front of my screen and I died. That's why I couldn't tell what it was. It's like, what? Oh, hello. There was a bunch of caribou just fucking sit on the road. So yeah, there is some danger in hunting. Friggin' moose. I thought moose were my friends. I'm a squirrel. Thought we're supposed to be buddies. What happened? Well, granted, I've hunted a few moose, so I guess that was well deserved. I got raided. Got raided by Cryptic Fox. If you don't know Cryptic Fox, go check him out on YouTube. Another great game streamer. The community here has been freaking awesome. Ever since they started opening up raiding and stuff, it's just been great. Moose's Creed. Freaking moose. Oh, I'm about to have some revenge if that moose is still around. I got a 338 with its name on it. I gotta get my cougar. Dang it. Still have my cougar to go harvest. I don't want to spook anything, even though I spooked all those caribou that were just sitting there. So we're gonna go there at a crawl and say, oh, hold on. You sure it was a moose and not like a bison? Oh no, there's caribou. Looks like we're hunting some stuff on the way. Another young buck. And we got it. On the way. Unless they decide to run my ass over. I twitched. That was a little high. I wanted to get it lower. Oh well. I was gonna go for a hard shot, but Okay, that's on me. I fucked up. I twitched before I shot. Moose! Moose! Oh, there's that killer moose. Is that the killer moose? Oh, they're running. They know what's up. They know I'm after them. Oh, it's probably that had the same color. That brown. It was. Oh, that's a big one. I'm not gonna shoot him on the run, but probably that one right there. You son of a bitch. What the hell? What was that? Right. Okay, let's go. Let's go harvest that caribou. Then we're gonna go harvest that cougar, and then we might see if we can't catch up to those moose. Hold on. Oh, we're getting those moose. I don't know which moose that is. I just know that's the right color. At least that appears to be the color that that I saw on my screen. I know there's a bigger moose there. I don't care. What was the distance on that one? What's the distance on this guy? This is 378 yards. That's fine. Oh, you're just gonna clip through another moose. I can't hit it when there's an ass blocking. You need to stop moving. I think it just dropped. I think I heart shot it. Okay, so we got 3 things to harvest now. Revenge! Revenge! It had to have been that one. That had the same color. Because like I said, all I did is I was looking at chat, I turned my head, all I saw was that brown, and I was dead. Judge, jury, executioner right here. I hit it. I hit it. Pretty sure I hit it. Although, wait a second. Do I not have a hit marker? I know I hit it. I thought that sucker dropped. Is that it? Oh, that's a bison. Is that wait, was it? Are we sure it was a moose and not some raging bison? Could have been a raging bison also. Okay, I don't know how many hit markers I can have. Maybe because I still have the cougar. Let's harvest this one real quick. We'll get rid of a hit marker. Oh, crap. This one did jet. Okay. We go this way. I don't want to run too fast. I just realized. Lorenza, how you doing? Yeah, that moose was asking for it. I had to have my revenge. I'm pretty sure I got a good hit in, but for some odd reason, I'm not seeing the hit marker. So now I'm questioning whether I had a good hit or not. I thought I did. I thought it went right down. This one can't have run that far. Also, what did I use? Did I use my Christian arms? I hope I used the 338. So if I didn't use the 338, then I might have fucked up. Sometimes I confuse myself with what rifle I happen to have out at the moment. Oh, this one decided to run all willy-nilly. Great. Where'd you go? I don't care about snowshoers. What happened to my trail? You went that away. Or this away. Where the fuck did you go? And then you went down over here. Okay, it's okay, there it is. Found it. There's the caribou. Oh no, we do have 2 hit markers. Okay, so I did hit the moose. Don't know if it's dead yet, but we'll find out. We still have to harvest the cougar. We left lung, right lung. Nice shot on that one. Pretty good shot. Not the best trophy, but that's fine. I always imagine that I'm providing food for a bunch of hungry people when I go on a hunt. That's how I justify hunting so many animals in these games. That's how I justify it in my brain. Is I just picture that like it's post-apocalypse. There's a lot of hungry mouths to feed back at camp. We're running low on supplies. I must hunt for our camp to survive. That's what I picture in my head whenever I play these games. So I can justify all the death and destruction. It works for my brain anyway. Because when you think about it ethically, it's kind of weird to be taking down like 10 deer, 5 bison, about 200 ducks in a play session. Pretty sure anywhere you go, they'd arrest you at that point. So yeah, that's what I just tell my brain. I'm trying to get our post-apocalyptic camp to survive. And for that, they need food. And they rely on me to bring home the bacon. Or venison. Or bison. Or duck. Do people eat cougar? Pretty sure they just skin them. I don't think they eat cougar. That sounds gross. Okay. Where's the cougar? I know where the cougar should be, but I lost my marker again. Crap, damn it. That's a bison. Bison will also run your ass over like a Mack truck. I don't care what kind it is, but God damn it. There's a tree in front of it. Hit it with a 338. That one should go down. I'm just leaving a trail of... Oh, yeah. It dropped where I hit it. Just immediately dropped. Heart shot. Ha! Revenge. Fucker one-shotted me. I one-shotted him. How do you like them apples? Look at that. That was from, what was it? Like 379 yard heart shot. There you go. Hot damn. Look at that. It is tough to get the good score and better trophies. They actually have a system in both games. They handle it differently. But they have a system where if you let animals, if you basically let certain animals alone and give it time, like they have this genetic thing, at least in Way of the Hunter. I know they have something similar, or they do it differently, but they do something similar in Call of the Wild, where if you let certain animals go, after a certain amount of time, they continue to breed and all this other stuff. And you can end up with really nice trophy animals if you're very selective in your hunting. It's a way to encourage people, if they really want the big trophies, to be very selective and maybe just like say cull aspects of animals that they don't want to spread in the game. Because I know that's a thing that can happen in this game. And the payoff is that hopefully in the future, if you let certain animals go, they'll eventually raise bigger, nicer trophies for you to hunt later on. Now, I didn't dive too deep into that system, so to be quite honest, I don't know all the aspects of that. I don't know exactly how it works. Okay, this one was a kill shot. There it is. What happened to the... Oh, no, it's there. Okay, so we have the cougar still. We're gonna grab the bison. I know I'm gonna be spooking stuff because I'm running around, but we've got a lot to harvest. We got the bison dropped right over there. Short run. We've got more bison, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Thank you. Appreciate it. That... Was that not the bison that I shot? Was that a bison just napping? The fuck? That had to have been the bison I shot because there's a blood trail. Okay, well, I've never seen that happen before. Freaking bison pool. Regenerated and shit. What the hell? It took a nap. This I thought that thing was dead. It's a medium amount. It got air bubbles. I know I hit him in the lungs. With a 338. That should have... I'm surprised it ran this far. Oh, there it is. It finally dropped. Is there a trophy room available? There is a trophy room. Every map, the lodge that you start in has a trophy room. And you can put trophies in there. I haven't put anything in any of my... Well, no. I have one duck in my trophy room right now. That's about it. The reason why is it's pretty freaking expensive. Because you... First of all, you taxidermy. And then when you get to the lodge, which is it's the first building that you appear in every map. We can go back before I end the stream there. You can then put various mounts up in that lodge, but they are, depending on the animal, they're pretty expensive to put up. Well, let's grab this. We still got the cougar to grab, so we'll grab that. After I grab the cougar, because I've managed to make a little bit of money. Money goes quick in this game, though. Money does not last because you have your licenses, which generally run like 40, like over 4,000, like $4,500 bucks for certain licenses. Obviously, you have ammo if you want to use different ammo. Thankfully, most of the time, the free ammo will suffice for whatever you need. But you know, if you want other rifles, that's going to cost. Also, obviously, if you taxidermize anything, you're not making money on it. You only make money if you sell. So yeah, money doesn't last very long in this game. It can be kind of hard to make cash. The quickest way to make cash is to play the story and do your missions and stuff. That's just simply the quickest way. If you're relying strictly on hunting to make money in this game, it's going to take you a while. It's going to take you a good long while. Unless you're just really lucky. I do know, yeah, in Call of the Wild, it's actually, I can make money quicker hunting in Call of the Wild than I can in this game. They have trophy rooms in Call of the Wild, but they're like separate than the map. Like your trophy rooms in Call of the Wild are their own little map. Whereas the trophy rooms here, like, where's my trophy? You know, you can't see it. If you saw that building that I appeared after I had died, the building I respawned, that's the trophy room for this map. Now the other thing is, as far as I know, I think you can only put trophies. I think you can only use animals that are in the same map as a trophy room. In other words, I can't put any other animals from different maps into the trophy room here. All the trophies have to come from this map, I believe. I heard something. Is there another cougar here? Okay, where did this guy go? Okay, well, it died. I saw some blood, I thought. Which way did it run? Can't remember which way it ran. I know it ran. Pretty sure it went that way. God damn it. Tracking is much harder in this game than it is. Even with the assistance of the lights, it is much harder in this game than it is Call of the Wild. Here it is. It's not terrible, but I mean, you have a hunting dog that you can use in Call of the Wild, which makes freaking tracking anything super easy. One nice thing I do like about this one, though, is it'll outright tell you if an animal survived your shot. And then you can just be like, okay, ignore it. Whereas sometimes they're not as that informative in Call of the Wild. Okay, that double long, or yeah, double long. And we hit an artery. So not bad. I know it's not the biggest trophy, but I'll probably just go ahead and taxidermize that one. So we're going to fast travel, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in the, oops, that's not it. In the lodge. So this is where, on this map, this is where you start off. And every map has a lodge that you start off in. That's your trophy room. So we'll go inside, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. See, this is the only thing I have up right now. It's just this Scotter duck, or it's something Scotter. That's the only one I currently have up. And you have different mounts that are they're already placed everywhere, and they all hold specific animals. So, like in this case, I could have possibly put a rabbit there. I think this one will hold 2. This will hold a fox and a surf Scotter. But if you could see, for me to mount the fox and the surf Scotter, it's going to cost me it's going to cost me 310 for that one. The surf Scotter, oh, I don't have a surf Scotter, so I can put the fox up, but I'll have to hunt another one of these ducks in order to complete it. The surf Scotter cost me 185. For one of the bigger ones, this one is a 2-mount, 2 Roosevelt Elks. If I wanted to put them both down, that's going to cost me a total of 8.2 or 8,280 not K. What am I saying? 8,280 bucks is how much it'll cost me to put both of the elk down on this one trophy or display diorama. That's it. So yeah, it gets really pricey to mount your trophies, and I don't know if the quality of the trophy changes how much it's going to cost. We have Scop Wild Duck. I can put one of these down over there. Wait, I have Surf Scotters. Why can't I complete the other one? Or no, or do I not? Put a wild duck there. See, select diorama. That's going to cost me... Oh, okay. See, that'll cost me 210 to put that one down, which I just did. So there we go. There's one of these ducks, by the way, I shot in the ass, I think, with a slug. But yeah, you have them all over the place. I wonder what will go here. A bear and oh my god, or 4 wolves. How much would that run me? Holy crap. I don't think I even have 4 wolves. That would cost me 600, 550, 550. Oh, okay, so I think it does depend. It might depend on the quality also, because otherwise, why would there be a difference in price? There are different dioramas, like on this one, you know, we were looking at 4 wolves, but like you got American black bears fighting, fleeing red fox, 2 Alaskan moose. Eesh, how much would it cost for the moose? I don't know. 8,000, over 8,000 for 1 moose. That's my biggest moose that I've gotten. 8,000 to... Oh, wait, hold on. How much was that one, Moose? This one? Oh, no. Okay, same cost. Okay. I don't know now. Same cost for that moose. 8,100 for this moose. 8,100 for another moose. That would take everything I have to mount, to make that one diorama. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Okay. Depends the gender. Yeah, the gender will probably... it'll affect that as well. But holy cow. That's pricey. That's a lot of cash. Oh, so that's a lot of hunting. Or now I do still have missions available. I'm not in story mode though. I do still have missions. You got optional missions. So yeah, like I said before, if you want to make money faster in the game, your best bet is to go into story and do as many missions as you can. They all vary. Some of them are a little harder. Some of them are a little weird. Like I have one mission that I have to hit a duck over water, like flying over water. It has to be flying with a crossbow. I'm like, that sounds like fun. So that's like one of the missions I have. And other missions could be like, I have another mission that's just like, you have to remove fungus from a bunch of trees that line one particular road in an area of the map. And depending on the mission, the amounts vary. Usually the hunting missions give you a good amount of cash. Not to mention you make a good amount of cash just doing the hunts themselves. So, deal with the size of the trophy, size of the male, female. There's a few factors in there. I was just surprised to see that there was a 4-star moose costing me the same amount as a 1-star moose to mount it on that diorama. You're finally watching my recommendation of Get Smart with The Rock and Steve Carell and Bill Murray. That's Get Smart. I love Get Smart. I used to watch the old reruns of the old TV show. Get Smart TV show. I love the old TV show. And this has some great views. I freaking love the views. This one, Call of the Wild, and Call of the Wild still doesn't look too bad. This one does look nicer. But Call of the Wild still does not look bad when it comes to views. I do like that I have a much longer viewing distance though on this one. What the fuck? I know I saw something running. Okay, that thing was far, and I still think I managed to... Either that or something's chasing it. I love the views in this game. Freaking fantastic scenes. I haven't done nearly enough, like, photography in the game, but I can imagine people taking some really awesome in-game shots. And that's another reason why I like playing these games and why I find them so relaxing. I remember a lot of times where I'd be playing like Call of the Wild and I'll just happen upon just a good angle and a nice view. And I'll sit there for a good few minutes and just take it in. I know people have told me to touch grass before, but there's plenty here. The resolution might not be as good as real life, but it's there. Yeah, I think the actors in the movie did the TV show good. You know, they did them good. They did them well. Yeah, I've watched the TV show. That movie was fantastic. When it came to the TV show, I have to admit I had the hots for 99. 99 was one of my old TV crushes. Oh, Max. Okay, well, unfortunately, like I said, there's a good strong possibility I'll have to be up early for work tomorrow. I'm really hoping I don't have to drive in. I'm going to make some calls, but I do have to be up early in the event that I can't get out of it, and I will have to be in early. So I think this might be the best spot to go ahead and end for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys had fun watching. I just had a blast chatting with you guys. If you liked what you saw, please drop a like down below. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. And also don't forget to check out my Discord, my Patreon, and the EDC Squirrel channel if you're into stuff like pocket knives. All the links are in the description below. Thank you guys again so much for all your support. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you for all the conversations. Let's pass on this love to somebody. Let's make somebody's weekend awesome and raid somebody. And let's see here. Let me go ahead and let me clicky all the buttons. This is always slow for me. I have to apologize. Let's see here. Let's see who's on. And then we will pass this love on to somebody else and hopefully make somebody's weekend. Shock the crap out of someone. Let's see. Who do we have? I know we hit Mike Drop with a big one last time. Channel Zero's up. We got Mama. We got Nurse Raquel. We've got possibly a possum. We got the Blazed Rat. We've got, we haven't hit the Blazed Rat or possibly a possum or Mama in a while. So tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I usually do. We're going to go with those three. Let me, wow, I hit the wrong button again. Let me open a poll. And I'm just going to go with this. We're made. Hold on, I can't type with shit right now. I've had a hard time typing all day today. That possibly awesome. I can't spell all. God dang it. And who did I say? Who else did I say? Blazed Rat. So we got Mama, we got possibly a possum. Blazed Rat is who I saw currently. Am I missing anybody? We have channels. Oh, Nurse Raquel. We haven't rated Nurse Raquel in a while either. I don't think. So I will add her to it. I think that's all I can add. So I'm going to go ahead and run that poll. Let me know who you'd like to raid. Put your votes in right now. You've got, I'll give you guys till it says 11:55 Central Standard Time, my time, which is just under 2 minutes. Go ahead, put your votes in, and we will go and make somebody's day. I love doing this. I love the community. The community here has been awesome. We hit Trick Sheep pretty recently. I remember we hit Trick Sheep pretty recently. Who did we hit yesterday? We hit, I know Mike we hit with a big one. I thought it was a couple days ago. Trick Sheep. Jeremiah, I think we hit yesterday. And then before that, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember after that. So, yeah, go ahead, put your vote in. Let's see. We have less than a minute left, and then whoever gets the most votes, that's who we will raid, and that's who we will make their, hopefully we make their weekend. Because I love doing this. Like I said, the community, you guys have been absolutely amazing in sharing all this love with me and everybody else. And I love passing this along. And, you know, just, I'd like to think it brightens up somebody's day. I know it brightens my day all the time. You guys freaking rock. So 11:55, I'm going to go yank my poll. So you better put your vote in. Poll is being yanketed, and let's see here. Am I not hitting the right? There we go. Who won this one? 57% to possibly a possum. So we are going to go ahead and raid possibly a possum. Hopefully he's still up. Hold on, let me check. Let me check again, because sometimes it gets weird. He is live. So go ahead, get your squirrels ready. Thank you guys so much again. I will be back at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on Monday night, or yeah, tomorrow night. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'll be playing something, so if you want to see what I'm up to, tune in then. But thanks again. Love you all. Have a good night. And stick around for the raid. Bye.
Little squirrel up in your tree so high, eyes on the screen like the moon in the sky.